Alright guys, so for our winner in the miscellaneous category, we have another amazing guide. It's an ultimate Shattered Heart guide and a bunch of ways to get each rocks and all that kind of cool stuff. Goes really in depth, that great commentary and everything. You may also remember this guy because he got a second place in the PVM category. Otherwise, here you go guys. Hope you enjoy it, and feel free to rate the video if you feel it deserves it. I thought it was awesome.
Hey guys, welcome to my Shattered Heart guide. If you already know the basics of Shattered Heart, click the annotation on the screen to skip ahead. Shattered Heart's a members only distraction and diversion released on March 3rd, 2010. All you have to do for it is collect strange rocks. You can get these rocks by training non-combat skills throughout RuneScape. While training a skill, a strange rock will appear in your inventory. Train some more and you'll get a second strange rock. You can only get 2 rocks per skill, so once you have obtained both, go to the Varrock Museum, shown here in red. Use the rocks on the plinth and you will receive a nice experience reward in the skill you got the rocks from. You can get rocks from 15 different skills, meaning you can get 30 rocks in total. It's best to collect all the rocks and then turn them in at once, which I'm doing right here. The experience you earn is based on your level. Here's a little table showing the experience you get at certain levels, and there's a formula you can use to find out exactly how much experience you'll get. Once you have turned in all the rocks, you'll get this cutscene. When it's over, you'll receive a replica statue piece. You will then be able to start collecting rocks again, and can turn them in for more experience. However, you will not be able to turn in the last 2 rocks until a full week has passed since you last got a replica statue piece. You get a replica statue piece every time you complete the statue, and can get 30 replica statue pieces in total. They're used to build a statue in your player-owned house. The statue is only cosmetic though. To start, talk to anyone in the Varrock Museum and you'll get a plinth. You can use this plinth in your study room and then start adding pieces to it. Once you have waited a week and gotten your second piece, you'll be able to add it to the statue in your player-owned house. A finished statue will look like the one on the right. That pretty much covers all the basics for Shattered Heart. I'll now be discussing the fastest possible way to get strange rocks from each skill. In order to be as efficient as possible, I have created a bank tab with all the items I'm going to need. I'll explain each item as I use it. I also train skills in one particular order. You can tweak the method I'm about to show you to your liking. However, I have found that this method is the most effective way in getting strange rocks. I train skills in the following order: fire making, agility, rune crafting, thieving, farming, hunter, fishing, construction, smithing, crafting, fletching, herblore, cooking, woodcutting, and finally mining. If you're only interested in one particular skill, click it to be taken to that part of the video. Otherwise, just continue watching. I'll now show you the best way to obtain all 30 rocks. If you don't already have a statue collection bag, you'll want to go to the Varrock Museum and get one before you start collecting rocks. Talk to Barnabas Herma and he'll give you a bag after a bit of talking. This bag will store all 30 rocks and show you which ones you still have to get. We'll now start collecting strange rocks. The first skill I do is fire making. To start, go to the nearest bank. Withdraw your statue collection bag, seal of passage, astral teleport, pack yak, ring of dueling, Narda teleport, tinderbox, and magic logs. Summon your pack yak, fill the pack yak with the magic logs, and then get some more magic logs to fill your inventory. Use your astral teleport and then switch to lunar magic. You'll need this for upcoming skills. Now teleport to Narda. Go to the southwest corner of the fountain and start fire making. You'll be able to go in a straight path the whole way, and once you have used up all your logs, you'll be able to teleport with the Ring of Dueling to bank. You can only obtain a strange rock from fire making when you use a log with a tinderbox, or burning any type of shade during the Shades of Morton activity. Therefore, it is recommended that you use the best log possible to get the most experience. On a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being really fast and 1 being really slow, I'd give fire making a 3. It will usually take several hundred logs to get both rocks. When you get your second rock, bank at Castle Wars. You can now start agility. Withdraw a small Ninja Monkey Grigri, a Ring of Slaying, Statue Collection Bag, 2 Astral Runes, 1 Law Rune, 6 Earth Runes, and 20 of any rune. I choose Fire because it's really cheap. Now use your Ring of Slaying and teleport to the Relica Slayer Caves. Once there, go through the Fairy Ring. Now go through the Fairy Ring again and type in the code CLR. This will bring you to Ape Atoll. Go through the log to get to the agility course. You must be a small ninja monkey to do this. Now you can start doing laps. You have one chance of getting a strange rock every time you complete an agility course. You can also get strange rocks from doing the Brimhaven Agility Arena. Last, you can get a strange rock from the Circus Distraction and Diversion. It is recommended that you get strange rocks at Ape Atoll as it seems to be much faster than any other course. In terms of speed, I would give agility 2 stars out of 5. It will take an average of around 10 to 100 runs to get both rocks. Once you have gotten both, unequip your Grigri and use the Oriana teleport. Run southwest and then go down the trapdoor near the altar. Click to bank on Eniola and choose whatever rune you brought 20 of. We'll now start rune crafting. Withdraw a mud battle staff, medium, large, and giant pouches, your statue collection bag, a ring of dueling, at least 1000 runes of any type so that you can bank, and pure essence. Right click the pouches and fill them with the pure essence. Then withdraw more. Now run south and then east along the path. Various things will attack you on this path, so you should go to World 70 where there are a lot of people. Once you craft the runes at the altar, teleport to Oriana. Drop your runes on the way to the trapdoor. You can get rune crafting rocks by creating any kind of rune at an altar. The ZMI altar is much faster in getting rocks than any other method. Rune crafting rocks are typically pretty fast. You can expect to have both rocks within 1 to 20 runs. Because of this, I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars. Once you get your rune crafting rocks, use the Moon Clan teleport or your dueling ring to bank. We will now start thieving. Withdraw an Explorer's Ring 3 or 4, your statue collection bag, 2 Gloves of Silence, 4 herb seeds, 24 allotment seeds, a good amount of food, an ectophile, 5 astral runes, 4 law runes, and 15 water runes. Also, make sure a tool leprechaun is storing a spade, seed dibber, super compost, and magic secateurs. Use a North Ardugni teleport, which you get from Livid Farm. Run around the farm and start pickpocketing the master farmer. You can get thieving rocks from pickpocketing, blackjacking, stealing from chests, and stealing from stalls. Pickpocketing is the fastest method. Sometimes you can get both rocks in under a minute, while other times it can take up to an hour. For this reason, I give thieving 3 stars out of 5. Once you have both thieving rocks, run northeast to the farming patch. We'll now begin farming. Withdraw your magic secateurs, spade, and seed dibber. Now, harvest the allotment and herb patches. Use the produce on the leprechaun to note it. When a patch is empty, get super compost from the leprechaun. You will get more produce, meaning more chances for rocks, if you use super compost and magic secateurs. Once you get both rocks, teleport immediately to Catherby to continue. Otherwise, use the following path. After Ardugni, use your ectophile to teleport to the next patch. Repeat the same steps here. Then use your Explorer's Ring to go to the Cabbage Patch and repeat. Finally, teleport to Catherby and repeat. If you don't get both rocks by the time you finished, move on to the next skill and try again later. You can get strange rocks from practically everything you can do in farming except for minigames. Allotments and herbs give lots of chances and are close to each other, so they are the fastest ways to get rocks. You could also just do a regular farming run. You'll typically get both rocks on the first run. If not, you'll probably get it on your second run. Because of this, I'll give farming 3 stars out of 5. After your farming rocks, bank at the Catherby Bank. We will now start Hunter. Withdraw your statue collection bag, a spirit kayak pouch, a bone crusher, and 500 coins. Summon the kayak and teleport. Now run southeast to the falconry area. Pay Matthias 500 GP to get a falcon, and then start catching kebits. You can get hunter rocks from box traps, deadfall traps, falconry, pitfall trapping, noosing, herblore habitat, and charm sprites. The fastest methods are falconry and charm sprites. Herblore habitat is great experience, so that is another good option. Hunter is, without a doubt, the longest strange rock. Falconry is the fastest method, and it will usually take 30 to 60 minutes before you get both rocks. Hunter is definitely 1 out of 5 stars. Once you have both rocks, head north and return the falcon. Continue going north and enter Witch Haven, where you can bank. We'll now start fishing. Withdraw a small fishing net and your statue collection bag. Now run north and net the fishing spot. You will start catching monkfish. You can only get strange rocks from fishing with a net or a cage. The fastest way to get strange rocks is from monkfish. If you can't catch monkfish, catch crayfish. Fishing is the fastest skill to get rocks from in the game. You will almost always get both rocks in your first inventory. Fishing is definitely 5 stars out of 5. Once you have both rocks, go to the bank. We will now start construction. Withdraw your statue collection bag, a hammer, saw, at least 50,000 coins, a myth, addy, or rune helm, skirt, and plate, and a house tab. Also, make sure you have a few hundred oak planks in your bank. Choose what armor to bring based on your smithing level shown on the right. Now, teleport to your house and go to building mode. Find your butler and make it get 24 oak planks. Now, start building and removing the armor space. You can get strange rocks from any construction activity in your house that gives experience. Making armor spaces seems to be faster than any other method. Limestone fireplaces and oak chair flat packs are also fast. You can typically get both rocks within 100 of these armor spaces. I'd give construction 3 out of 5 stars. Once you have both rocks, make your way to Edgeville. Go to the bank. You can now start smithing. Withdraw your statue collection bag and some gold ore. Run to the furnace and start smelting gold bars. You get strange rocks from smelting ore and smithing items from bars. Smelting is much faster than smithing, so make gold or iron bars. You will typically get both rocks within 750 gold bars. I'd give it 2 out of 5 stars. Once you have both your smithing rocks, bank. You can now start crafting. Withdraw an amulet mold, gold bars, and your statue collection bag. Now, use bars on the furnace and make amulets. You can get crafting rocks from gold jewelry, leather, dragonhide, adding steel studs, molten glass, glass blowing orbs, and clay on a potter's wheel. Using magic to craft does not work. The fastest and cheapest methods are gold jewelry and leather coifs. Crafting is like smithing. You will usually get both rocks within 750 amulets. Crafting is 2 stars out of 5. Once you have both of your crafting rocks, withdraw a Varrock teleport tab and use it, or run to Varrock. Now run west and enter the cooking guild. You can now start fletching. Withdraw a knife, some magic logs, and a statue collection bag. Use the knife on the logs and start fletching magic longbows. You can get fletching rocks from making unstrung bows and crossbow stocks. A beaver familiar does work. Unstrung bows are better experience, so make them rather than crossbow stocks. Make the best bow you can. You will usually get both rocks within 500 bows, making fletching 3 out of 5 stars. When you have both rocks, bank. We'll now do herb lore. Withdraw 27 grimy herbs and your statue collection bag. It doesn't matter what herb you choose, just check prices and see which is the best. You can only get herb lore rocks when cleaning herbs and combining unfinished potions with secondary ingredients. Cleaning herbs is much faster than making potions, and you can even profit. You will usually get both rocks within 200 herbs. I'd give herb lore 4 stars out of 5. Once you have both rocks, bank. You can now start cooking. Withdraw the highest level raw fish you can cook and your statue collection bag. The only way to get strange rocks from cooking is by cooking fish. You do still get a chance at a rock when you burn the fish. You'll usually end up getting both rocks within 500 fish. I'd give cooking 2 out of 5 stars. Once you have both rocks, bank. You can now start wood cutting. Withdraw a dragon hatchet, pickaxe, essence shipment scrolls, an abyssal titan pouch, and your statue collection bag. Now run east to the Varrock Castle and start chopping ivy. You can get wood cutting rocks from chopping any tree, chopping ivy, hacking jungle and Taibo Wano cleanup, and playing the sawmill training activity. Ivy is the fastest method. Otherwise, chop any tree. It will usually take 30 logs. Because of this, I'd give it 2 stars out of 5. Once you have both rocks, run south to Aubrey and teleport. We'll now begin mining our final rock. Summon your Abyssal Titan. Now start mining the essence. Once your inventory is full, use the essence shipment scroll to bank. You can get rocks from mining pretty much anything, including the lava flow mine. Pure essence is definitely the fastest method. Otherwise, mining any ore is still pretty fast. You will typically get both rocks within 200 pure S, making mining 4 out of 5 stars. Once you have both rocks, you will finally have all 30 rocks. Leave the Essence Mines and go to the Varrock Museum. Turn in all your rocks and you'll get a nice bit of experience and be one step closer to completing the Shattered Heart statue.
Well, thanks Kibium for that awesome guide. Alright guys, as usual, feel free to click any of the annotation links on your screen, go to his channel, tell him thank you for an amazing in-depth guide, or click the annotation link, go to my channel as well, or click the subscribe button, make sure you stay updated on all the newest and best guides, or click all three of them, do whatever you want. Don't forget to rate the video how you feel it deserves it, a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and I look forward to reading all you guys' comments, and yeah, hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helped.